Okay, so obviously, guys, slight change from what I said the quiz would be. Okay, I had initially thought that I would have you guys label and tell me what the functions of all the parts of the cell were, and then I thought after that we just went over what all the parts of the cell did, and I wanted to give you a little bit more time before I quizzed you on that. So I guarantee Tuesday's quiz will be a picture of a cell, and you'll be asked to label and give the functions of all the structures. But for today, we'll go over modes of nutrition and the cell theory. Okay, so first person to view cells was who? Hook. Not the captain, the scientist. Okay. The main reason for the differences between plant and animal cells is their modes of nutrition. Okay. If they wrote like a little more than that, they wrote like plants are photosynthetic and animals eat other organisms, I'll accept that because that's essentially what this is. So if they have something along those lines, you can give them the mark. Yeah, okay. Incidentally, in the future, these are the 3 words I'm going to want to see. Right, modes of nutrition. All right, 3 points of the cell theory. First one, all living things have cells or made of cells or whatever they wrote. Something about all living things or all organisms having cells. If they wrote everything has cells, that isn't right. Because the floor doesn't have cells and the wall doesn't have cells. Okay? And I would include those under everything. All right? Living things have cells. Okay, second thing, basic functions. If they have something about cells carry out the basic functions, right? They get a mark for that. And thirdly, okay, cells divide. Okay? They reproduce by dividing. There's no production of cells, so something along those lines for the third point. That's 1 mark each for the 3 points. Okay, questions for 3? All right. When using a microscope, we always start with which lens? Scanning. So that you can scan the slide for what you're looking for. You will find you'll be doing actually a fair amount of that today. No, it's got to be scanning. That's the technical name for it. Okay. All right, because the low power lens is actually the middle lens, right? It's the yellow one. Okay, number 5, what do we call an organism that must consume other organisms as a source of energy? Okay, Andres? Chemo, heterotroph. Not the longest word in the English language either. Anyone know what the longest word in the English language is? Nice. I can't even say it. Okay. It used to be anti-disestablishmentarianism, but now there's even longer ones. Okay. All right. Number 6. What's the main reason that we believe plants and animals have a common ancestor? Quinn. I like that. That's a very verbose way of saying similar structure. There's something about that. That's great. Okay, they have a lot of similar structures and processes or something along those lines. Okay, you give them a mark for that. Okay, and number 7 is going to be out of 2 marks. Okay, what helps a plant cell make sugar? Chloroplast. Okay, and in an animal, okay, we have something that breaks down food for sugar, which would be, Hannah? Lysosome. It's out of 10, guys. I guess technically the way that question is worded, that would be right, but it wasn't what I was looking for. But yeah. Okay, give them a mark out of 10. Let them see it, put it in the box.